So this is Vanessa again, and today I'm going to do a video on where have I been and just the topic of depression and schizophrenia. So I kind of wrote what I wanted to say so I don't miss anything, so I'm going to get my book. So this is my book right here, and so I'm going to just read you guys what I wrote about where have I been and stuff like that. So the last time I was here, I was in high school. High school was okay. I didn't have much friends in high school after 10th grade, and that made me very depressed. I remember in 11th grade, it was affecting my grades. I contemplated suicide in 11th grade. I felt like I had a point to prove with my grades. But because I was failing my classes and other traumatic events in my life, for instance, I had a near-death experience and I survived. This was the first near-death experience I went through, and another one was by a car accident. I will ask the person involved if I can speak about it before posting the video. After quitting YouTube, I graduated from high school. I graduated from high school with honors. Although I didn't graduate high school with high honors, that was my goal, I am still grateful that I graduated with my class. So instead of becoming an influencer, I decided to go to college. I went into a university to pursue a career in nursing. At this time, the COVID-19 virus became an epidemic. This caused my hands-on learning to transition into virtual learning. I was going through depression and suicidal thoughts again. I wanted to end it all around this time. I thought about hanging myself. However, I was scared to commit. And I just want to say that, I feel like it's a bit more easier for me to talk about my suicide and my depression because I now came over it, and I feel like I'm more comfortable enough now to speak on it, so that's why I'm speaking on it today. Anyways, eventually I decided to drop out of college because after dropping out of college, I started working. I was still going through depression until certain events occurred that allowed me to come out of my depression, one of which was being in a good relationship. Eventually, I went through a breakup and I thought about killing myself again. This time, I really wanted to do it. I remember calling the suicide hotline to talk to someone. If you guys are going through a serious depression, please call or text 988 to speak with someone today. And I believe the 98 number is for the United States. I'm not sure if anywhere else in the world does the 988 hotline, but just try and call someone, talk to someone, and I'm sure they'll get you the help that you need, and they will help solve any problems that you are going through right now. So just try and call that number when you're feeling depressed or sad. But anyways, after calling the hotline, I felt a little better. One thing led to the next, and I ended up going back to school again. Instead of going back to college, I went into a trade school to become a certified medical assistant. I flew up to the States to embark on this new journey. I always wanted to live in the States, so I took the initiative. I'm currently still in school. And now, so I just want to talk about my schizophrenic episode. So let's just start from, we'll start from June. So June of last year is when I went into school. And because I didn't really have much friends up here in the state that I'm in, it caused me to become depressed and sad, and I really want to make friends, and the friends that I did try to make, it did not fall through. So I decided I wanted to you know, just go through this depressive episode. And I came up to the school and I was very depressed because I couldn't really make any friends because I had social anxiety. And because of my social anxiety, it was kind of hard for me to talk to people and make friends. And some of the friendships that I did make up here didn't fall through after a while. So it made me very depressed. And also just different things that happened in school just made me feel like, I don't know, like the whole world was like caving in on me. And I felt like very depressed. And then I went away. And as I went away in November for my birthday, like I went through my trip and everything, and I came back. And then December was winter break, and then during winter break, like stuff was very weird. Like I just felt like everyone was being weird towards me. Like I feel like someone was out to get me. I felt like they was trying to do something to me, and like I just felt like they knew of my past traumatic situations and they was saying it to me, and I felt like they was calling me derogatory names. But when I wanted to leave the school, my counselor was telling me like the stuff that I said to her was not real and that I was going through something, and she said I had to speak to my counselor. So when I spoke with my counselor, they told me that I was going through a delusion or a psychosis, because what I was going through, like why I thought that people was knowing my information, or like how I felt like someone was out to get me and kill me. I felt like that was really going to happen to me. Like I felt like someone really was out to get me and stuff like that. So my counselor told me that I was going through psychosis, and I was trying to deal with it, but then after a while, like it got really, like my thoughts became violent, and I just became like very, very like hold on. And I became very, very like thinking very aggressive. But anyways, I remember they called the hotline for me, the rapid response hotline for me, and I went to the hospital. They took my blood, they asked me what I went through, I told them what I went through, and then I was admitted into a mental health hospital, and that's where they told me that I was diagnosed with schizophrenia. But they told me that I was diagnosed very early because the derogatory terms I was hearing, I guess, was like in my head, and I was also hearing other stuff too that actually wasn't real, that I thought was real. But that's why I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and right now I'm taking meds for it. I'm taking meds for my depression, I'm taking meds for my anxiety, and I'm taking meds for my schizophrenia. So I'm sorry for if the light goes in and out dark, but we're gonna just proceed. We're just going to post this and proceed. But it is kind of cloudy today, so I don't really have that much good lighting. So we're just going to proceed with the video, and yeah. So so that's how I was just diagnosed with schizophrenia. How I feel about it, I kind of feel like the events that I went through was still kind of real, even though people tell me it's not. And I just want to know, like, if anybody else with schizophrenia, if they could tell me if they feel like whatever delusions they was going through before they got medication, if they still, even though on medication, still feel like those events was real. Because even though my counselors told me that the stuff I was going through was like a psychosis and part of my schizophrenia, I still kind of feel sometimes that what I went through was real. But so I just have something else I want to share that I wrote in my book. So I know that every day someone is going through tough times. Some may disguise it behind a smile, and some may cry in public. However, I want to let you know that this pain is temporary. You'll find happiness again. I'll use myself as an example. I went through multiple depressive episodes. To add, I'm not good at socializing because of my social anxiety. I want to let you know that there are multiple resources that can help you with your anxiety, depression, or schizophrenia. Those resources are your local NAMI support group office, in the United States, Schizophrenia and Psychosis Action Alliance, the 98 number, Better Help Therapy, Online Therapy, in-person therapist, the Mind Side-by-Side Community, the 0800-587-0800 number, or the 800-689-0880, and that is the National Suicide Prevention Hotline in the UK. And there's also some like things that you could do, like simple activities. You can like just try and go outside, just see what life has to offer, like just different events that you can go to and stuff like that. I feel like it helped me, like going out and just like probably like going to the park or going to a fair or just going out, having the sun in your face. I feel like that will also kind of help with any depression or any, situation that you're going through. And like meditation, or if you're religious, just try and talk to God or go to church, speak to your pastor or your priestess about your problems, see if they can help you or talk to you about how you can navigate through your problems or situations. And there's also medications that you can take. Right now I'm taking medications for depression, anxiety, and schizophrenia, and I feel like it has helped me so much because before then I was really going through a lot, and like before I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, it was really bad. Like my mental state was really bad. But I want to share some statistics with you also. So schizophrenia is a serious long-term brain disorder that typically emerges in late adolescence to early adulthood. It affects 1.2% of U.S. adults aged 18 to 65 and about 3.7 million people in 2025. A recent study indicates that Black and multiracial individuals have a higher probability of being diagnosed with schizophrenia spectrum disorders. Schizophrenia affects approximately 24 million people worldwide, or about 0.3% of the global population in 2025. There has been a recent increase in schizophrenia. Depression, is a mental health disorder characterized by persistent depressed mood or loss of interest in activities causing significant impairment in daily life. In 2025, 18.3% of U.S. adults reported having or being treated for depression, which is 47.8 million Americans. It affects those under 30, and it also affects low-income individuals. Depression affects 332 million people globally. So I just want to end this video off by saying that it is okay to go through what you're going through. Just go try and find some help, whether it's speaking to your therapist, speaking to an online therapist, because there are some cheap online therapists, or you could get insurance. I'm on insurance, I'm on Medicaid, so that has helped me talk to my counselors and stuff like that. It helped me get into the mental health hospital and all type of stuff. So just try and talk to someone, because just talking to someone can help give you a clear vision of any problem, any solutions to any problems that you may have. So just try and just do any of those, and everything will get better. So I just want to just let you know that everything will get better, and don't try to end your life, because it gets better in the end. So I just want to say thank you, and I hope you guys resonate with this. I hope you guys take my information, my resources that you can use, and I hope you guys have a good day. So I'll see you again in the next video. Okay, goodbye.